Microfiber pads have been with us for a few years now, and they're just as important nowadays as foam pads. In fact, and sometimes they're even more important, especially for the cutting and the correction steps. Mike Phillips, autogeek.com. And I have with me Dave Patterson from Lake Country, and he's in charge of new product development. And Dave, I see some new products here.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about them?
Yeah, so this is our new microfiber pad system. Many of you know we did launch this over a year ago. And recently we have the new edition of our microfiber OSP pad, which is our one-step pad. And today we're going to tell you a little bit about them.
Yeah, I recognize from the orange color, this is the new one, because I've used the blue and the black.
Yep.
And so now this is going to be right in between them. This is the softest, most aggressive, and that's somehow kind of a polishing pad then?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we first launched this pad, it was a simple two-pad system, a microfiber cutting pad and a microfiber polishing pad. The microfiber polishing pad was unique at that time because it finishes a lot better than most microfiber pads on the market. The downfall of it is it doesn't necessarily have the cut either, but as a two-step process, it works really, really well. Mm-hmm. We felt the need that we needed to add a third microfiber pad in here to cover all steps or all processes that you'd want to correct paint with a standard DA polisher. And our new OSP pad, or light cutting pad, provides something with a little bit higher pile and a little bit different blend. So now our three-pad system is the first pad line on the market that offers 3 different pads with 3 different microfiber blends engineered for that specific purpose.
And you know, I know sometimes people complain because there's so many choices on the market, but the opposite is they'd complain if there weren't any choices. So now they've got more choices.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing about that I think is important is there's just so many paint systems out there. You know, one of the most common questions people will ask is like, does my car have hard paint or soft paint? And of course, there's no easy answer to that. The only answer is you need to do some testing, a test spot, and then you need to have experience to be able to look at the results and then know what you have. And if you're brand new, that's hard to do. But regardless of your experience level, there are a lot of paint systems out there. And for some of the softer paints, a polishing pad may work just perfectly for the correction step.
Yeah, what we saw was that while the cutting pad is obviously the most popular because many people use microfiber to cut, that there were a lot of people using other polishing pads that didn't necessarily finish as well like this as their cutting or one-step pad. So what we decided to do is engineer a blend of microfiber that did just that, but then also encompass a foam interface that was supportive of that as well. Most of the other polishing pads on the market have a really, really soft black foam or something along those lines. So what we did is we used a medium density foam to create the pad that we thought our customers really wanted.
So for each of these pads then, the foam interface between the microfiber and the backing is different?
Yeah.
Okay, so different levels of firmness?
Yep.
And then that affects the buffing characteristics or the aggressive or non-aggressiveness of the pad?
Yeah, it'll affect how aggressive it is, but it'll also affect how easy it is to use and manipulate in curved panels.
Gotcha. Now, pads like these, using with simple free spinning 8mm tools like this, work with pretty much any compound, any polish. What about cleaner waxes? Is this really a compound polish process, or can it ever be used with cleaner waxes?
No, they can be used with cleaner
AIOs.
waxes or all-in-ones as well. Yeah. They really can be used with anything, and besides a rotary tool, it's not recommended. Many people do, but with the DA polisher, really is just using the products that you're familiar with, and then working with the product in order to get your desired result. And just like you've said in the past, the more you use something, the more familiar you are with it, and it works. So ideally, it's just picking the correct product that you want to use and pairing it with the pad. The one thing that I can suggest is that most products that are water-based or have reduced solvents in them tend to perform better in microfiber pads because they tend not to get sticky and mat down the surface as much.
That makes sense, and a lot of things are going environmentally, clean or green, so that's probably the trend for the future. Now I see 3 different basic sizes here, so let's walk through the sizes.
Yes, it's full size range for DA polishers, 3-inch, well, it's 3 1/4, 5 1/4, and 6 1/4. And what that does is it provides almost an exact fit pad, but also just offers a little bit of an extra overhang, easy to center the pad, not too much overhang, but kind of an even balance between an exact fit and
A little bit of
larger
safety
pad.
margin.
Yeah, just a little bit of safety margin.
Sure.
So it's available in your three most popular and standard backing plate sizes, and then for 1 inch and 2 inch, we do offer the microfiber pad and a cutting option.
And then what about this really big one?
Well, that's a hat, right?
I don't know. I thought it might be for floors, like the old gym floor polish
Yeah.
or something.
Yep.
No, this is just a novelty item, and I think it's kind of funny. You're
It's
giving
cool,
this
yeah.
to me, aren't you?
Yeah, that's yours.
I'll put this in my pad collection in my office. So we'll tell you what, for more information about microfiber pads from Lake Country, visit autogeek.com. For more videos like these or how-tos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know, microfiber's come a long way. It's actually a staple in the industry now.
It's hard to believe that, but yes, it is.
Yep, things come a long way.